Games, prizes, and sex. Students are wondering, what is a Condom Carnival and what does it have to do with student sexual health?
I'm Brittany Mangold, and we're about to have an inside look of OSU's winter term production of The Three Sisters, which opens tonight.
And one student makes Valentine's Day a little bit more musical in the quad. We'll have all that and more on tonight's episode of the Beaver News. Good evening, happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to your Thursday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Gabriella Morrongiello.
And I'm Allison Headley. We're glad you could join us tonight. Love is in the air, and so is the sound of music. Quite literally, in fact. One OSU student took it upon himself to brighten up an already beautiful day with free music and free flowers.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days I woke up and I had some cardboard lying around and I was like, you know what, it's a nice day. Let's go out and play guitar and do something nice for somebody. Valentine's Day, and I just figured, you know, it's a good excuse to come out and maybe brighten a couple days.
I belong with you, you belong with me, you're my sweet.
He actually had a really good voice.
I know he did. He should consider applying for OSU's Got Talent.
He definitely should. I wish I would have seen him on campus today.
I know, and for the record, we're both single, so yeah, he was awesome. In light of Sexual Awareness Week and National Condom Day, OSU hosted its annual Condom Carnival earlier today from 11 to 2 p.m. The event was held in the MU Quad Brick Mall and included the distribution of various condoms to students for free, as well as other activities and prize giveaways. This event is part of the Sexual Awareness Week initiatives, which hope to improve effort and safety regarding sexual practice on campus. Other events this week have included a sexual awareness meme contest, sexy bingo, and various sexually related lectures by OSU faculty members and experts in the field. Today we talked with Colin Stevenson about what students thought about the booth.
Behind me you can see some of the stuff that we're doing today is the Condom Carnival. We've got a bunch of different groups from various campus organizations coming and giving out educational information and materials related to sexual health. The other events that we've had this week have included presentations from an alcohol awareness group related to sexual health, technology and how that relates to sexual health, using sexting and the internet for relationships. We also had a group from CAPS, the Counseling and Psychological Services here, to do a little presentation on relationships and how technology can affect personal relationships and sexual relationships. But we've had a lot of people stop by. We're giving out lots of free stuff and educational information. If people are looking for more information, we have a great website, studenthealth.oregonstate.edu.
This morning, Basic Rights Oregon, an organization advocating gay rights, kicked off Valentine's Day with 14 signing rallies for petitions to put gay marriage on the ballot in 2014. Tomorrow, from 6 until 9 p.m. in the MU basement, the Rainbow Continuum plans to hold a bowling night for students. The event is meant to teach students about LGBT history, political movements, and culture through a trivia game. It will also show and allow them to connect with the various resources available to them through the university. The event will increase the visibility of the LGBT community on campus.
In honor of Valentine's Day, many local Corvallis businesses are handing out freebies to anyone who stops by. Whether you're single, taken, or simply in need of some caffeine, Dutch Bro's new drive-thru location on 9th will be handing out free drinks all day until 10 p.m. tonight. The Starbucks downtown also gave away free drinks with the purchase of a small latte, mocha, or coffee. And Qdoba got in on the action, enticing couples to come to their store with promises of one free meal with the purchase of a meal and a kiss.
Whether it was for a good cause or an excuse to enjoy the good weather, there were quite a few booths out in the quad today.
That's right, Allison. Today was a great day to be outdoors, which led to a lot of foot traffic in the quad. And that foot traffic meant more money for one sorority's philanthropy. Delta 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 was in the quad today, raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
We're doing a fundraiser for St. Jude, and we're working towards our goal of $15 million in 5 years. And we started out with 10 and 10, but we did that in 3 years. So far, the past 2 years, our chapter alone has raised $64,000. We're doing check-ins with all the different sororities and fraternities, and just anyone on campus. They can donate money. And then at the end of the week on Saturday, we're doing a Delta Dunk tournament, which is at Dixon. It's just a basketball tournament to raise money. So in the spring, we also do letter writing, where we send out letters to people and they can donate money to St. Jude. And in the fall, we do a pancake breakfast on Dad's Weekend. It's actually held in the MU, and we just also raise money for St. Jude.
Are you looking to buy some new gear for camping, skiing, kayaking, and more? Well, this Saturday at the McAlexander Fieldhouse is the place for you. The annual Rec Sports Sale will feature all of your camping, skiing, hiking, and general sports equipment needs. There are a couple of new things this year on sale. One of those is a hard shell kayak. Several large rafts will be up for auction as well. Bidding for larger items will end at 11 a.m. Cash, checks, and credit cards will be accepted, and doors open at 9 a.m.
Tonight marks opening night for OSU's rendition of Three Sisters. The play, written by Anton Chekhov, is a Russian family drama that focuses on 4 siblings, 3 sisters and a brother, and their various actions following the death of their father. It is a tale of responsibility, life challenges, and diversity. Elizabeth Hellman, an OSU faculty member and an actress herself, is the director of this performance. The play is open to students and the public, with showings at 7:30 p.m. tonight through Saturday the 16th, February 22nd through 23rd, and a matinee at 2 p.m. on February 24th. Tickets are $12 for general audience members, $10 for seniors, $8 for youth and students, and $5 for OSU students. And to show us a taste of what the show looks like, we sent Beaver News reporter Brittany Mangold out there to the dress rehearsal to get a sneak peek of the show.
There's no heroes and there's no villains in this play. They're just people. And there's at some points you're going to love every character, and then at other points you're just going to hate them.
Set right before the Russian Revolution, this period piece is an intimate look at the complex lives of 3 sisters as they transition into adulthood.
They're so selfish and they're so awful, and yet they have such a capacity for, hope and love and passion, and they're just like any of us.
My character is Solyoni, and he's basically the antagonist, and nobody really likes him in the family. He just says bizarre stuff the whole time.
I may be strange, but then who is not?
This will be my 27th show that I've acted in. I play Cooligan. I'm the middle sister's husband. He's kind of a lovable guy, but at the same time you kind of hate him for what a pushover he is. And so it was weird finding that middle ground between sympathetic and just like everybody cringes when he comes on.
I'm Olga, and she's not very happy with her life at the beginning, because all she does is she works and she takes care of the family and and like the motherly aspects, and so it's just kind of like her lifestyle has been forced on her.
This really is a great play for college students, because essentially the core group of siblings, they're all people in their 20s, and for the first time in their lives, they're making decisions of real consequence. So all of a sudden they have to really figure out who they are. And I don't think there's anything more relevant for college students.
This has been Brittany Mangold reporting for the Beaver News.
This month, students have pledged to conserve energy, recycle, and make their resident halls, lives, and OSU more sustainable by competing in the Resident Hall Eco Challenge Month. There are 3 exciting programs that go along with the challenge. These include Campuses Take Charge, Campus Conservation Nationals, and the Recyclemania Residence Hall Competition. Current Resident Hall residents can pledge and try any of the 3 challenges. Residents can then take action on the pledge that they have made and could win a coupon card for participating. Students who do not live in the resident halls can also participate. And this event wouldn't be complete without a Civil War rivalry. Yesterday marked the first time that U of O has surpassed OSU in the amount of pounds per person of recycling. OSU is going to have to battle it out in order to maintain our 3-time championship title.
With country singers like Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan becoming increasingly popular these days, learning to line dance might just come in handy. This Friday from 7:45 p.m. to 10:45, the Country Western Dance Club will be hosting music and lessons to anyone interested. The evening will begin at 7:45 p.m. with a lesson for those who have never danced before or need a brief refresher. The club welcomes all skill levels and encourages those with song requests to let one of the club's officers know. The event will be held in the Women's Building, room 112. Since the event is a fundraiser for the Country Western Dance Club on campus, a small $3 cover charge is required. Whether you're 21 and looking to show off some line dancing skills at Western Wednesday, or simply enjoy country music and dancing, the event should be a great deal of fun for all crowds.
This Sunday until Wednesday, the OSU Pride Center, the Office of the Dean of Student Life, and many other organizations will be holding an event about how an atheist found common ground with religion. Chris Stedman, author of Faithist, will be the guest of honor at the Open Book Club this next week. The story centers on Stedman, a former evangelical Christian turned openly gay atheist who uses his story to help bridge the divide between atheists and the religious. Stedman will use his knowledge of the church and his own experiences both inside and outside the church and academic studies to present a fair representation of both sides of the argument.
Do you have a knack for badminton? If the answer is yes, then you may want to head over to the Mick Alexander Fieldhouse tomorrow at 6 p.m. for a badminton tournament. The tournament is available to singles and doubles, with singles playing from 6 to 8 p.m. and doubles playing from 8 p.m. to midnight. The program is free to all students, but hurry up and register before the deadline tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can register by visiting the Sports and Special Programs office located inside Dixon Recreation Center. Valentine's Day means red roses and chocolate candies and romantic evenings. But if you're a student who's looking at going to the movies but hasn't had much time to check the local theaters, Allison has the thing for you. It's time for our segment of Allison at the Movies.
Thanks, Gabriella. Here's what's in theaters this week. You've read the history books on him, and now there's a movie to go along with it. This week's topic is Lincoln. Taking theaters by storm, Lincoln has set a season high of 12 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture. In this movie, Lincoln is shown as a wise and thoughtful man who leads the nation during its darkest days. He deals with trying to rejoin a union that has been torn apart by the shame of slavery. It's a good thing he wears his famous stovepipe hat because it's filled with issues that stretch from ending slavery, fighting a war, working with a difficult Congress, his attempt to keep his surviving son out of harm's way, and trying to keep his wife's fears at bay due to an earlier assassination attempt on his life. This tight storyline is told on a vast stage in this movie. Using the last year of the Civil War as a backdrop, director Steven Spielberg's film focuses on the 16th president's goal of abolishing slavery. Daniel Day-Lewis plays the role of President Lincoln in this stunning performance, and his portrayal seems more like a channeling instead of just acting. The supporting cast of Sally Field, who plays the role of Lincoln's wife Mary, and Tommy Lee Jones as Congressman Thaddeus Stevens only improves the overall feel of the show. All three actors, including Spielberg, have been nominated for Academy Awards for this show. Lincoln will be playing at the Carmike Theater with a PG-13 rating and a runtime of 2 hours and 29 minutes.
Thanks, Allison. Well, that's just about all the news we have for you tonight. I'm Gabriella Morrongiello.
And I'm Allison Headley. We're glad you could join us this evening.
For more of your Beaver news, be sure to watch us on YouTube, find us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at Beaver News. Have a good night.